Jasper's Kitchen is brought to you by Henhouse Markets in partnership with Crystal Farms. I'm Chef Jasper, and today we're in the kitchen preparing a sandwich that dates back many, many years. It's the ultimate bacon, lettuce, tomato, and I've added cheese. That's right. It's a BLTC, the ultimate BLTC, and you're going to absolutely love it because I've kind of kicked it up a little bit with some special hot pepper bacon. That's right. And a spicy cheese. Oh, so delicious. On focaccia bread. No lettuce. I'm using arugula, some beautiful homegrown tomatoes, and more. Sit back, relax, because this is one sandwich you're going to want to make yourself. Come on. Now, bacon. Let's talk bacon. I like a thicker cut bacon. Oh, yeah. So we're going to put these slices right on this rack because I still feel that cooking the bacon on the rack gives it its best texture and also kind of holds that fat in there but makes it kind of crispy. Oh, boy. With a little bit of pepper jelly right on top, you're going to have the main ingredient for this main event sandwich just pop out. That's right. So let's get started here. Placing the bacon on the rack. Come on, that's nothing to that. But also now what we're going to do, we're going to brush it with this delicious hot pepper jelly. Now, if you don't want it so hot, okay, not a big deal. Then use, maybe even an orange marmalade. But I'm telling you, I like it a little hotter. Just warm your pepper jelly in the microwave beforehand, or just let it sit out a little bit. I think by warming it, it gives you a little bit more area to work with. And look at this. Oh, yeah, here we go. So let's just brush this just like this. Now, you can brush both sides at the beginning, but I just kind of think when that happens, you most of your jelly will go down to the bottom on the bottom one. So we'll just turn this over after it's in the oven for a little bit. Now, make sure you have that oven preheated. Put it on the middle rack. I don't really want to broil it because I'm afraid, you turn your back and within seconds you have some a little too much crispy on that bacon. And let's talk about this sandwich itself. Because, my friends, I'm telling you, we talk about dating back, and I love food history, but come on, BLT. Now, where did we come up with this BLT? Well, that was really after the diners, probably in the late 40s and 50s, where you had names like 86 means you're enough of it, you're done with it, you don't have any more. BLT was just something quick that the servers, got from the kitchen, hey, ordering a BLT, just to make it a little easier. Well, now it'd be ordering a BLTC, come on. And the sandwich dates back, hey, the Earl of Sandwich, come on, let's talk about that. But adding bacon, well, come on, bacon has been around for a long time. And back in the old days, we're talking centuries ago, all pork was considered bacon. That's what it was called. So if you're cooking with bacon on a sandwich, I like this kind of bacon, but maybe you want to do a rolled pork belly. It doesn't matter. Whatever bacon you want to use, I like this right here. It's going to give it some great flavor. Add in that pepper jelly. We're going to put this in the oven. We're going to bake it, and then we're going to turn it, add a little more of that pepper jelly, and let it get nice and crisp with a great flavor. All right, now it's time to make an aioli. That's right, aioli. Let me tell you, this is so simple. Now, we're not talking about the old school one where we start from the beginning, making a homemade mayonnaise. I'm going to give you a quick version that's just as good, so easy that you're going to want to keep it in the fridge for other dishes also. So let's start. Now, we have some mayonnaise here. This is the basics, okay? So we don't have to go through that step. But I'm going to turn it in to a great flavor that you're going to love. We're going to need a lemon. We'll cut this lemon in half. We want all that juice because really this gives the aioli its basic flavor, because it sets it apart from just a regular mayonnaise. But the Italians just love their aiolis. You dip crispy vegetables in it. You spread it on breads for a sandwich-like taste. Come on, here we go. Just add that lemon juice. Now, the lemon juice with the mayonnaise kind of gives that mayonnaise a little more flavor, but you're going to need some salt, believe me. Don't be shy with the salt in this, all right? Because the olive oil is going to kind of lower it a little bit. The flavor, it's going to give a lot of olive oil flavor, but the salt, it's going to kind of cut down. That's why you need that extra salt. And a garlic clove. Now, you know me, I never smash this garlic clove. Just chop it up. If you want some little slices in there, it doesn't matter. If you want to mince it, that's okay. Hey, it's your aioli. Come on, so do whatever you'd like. So I like a little bite when I'm eating the garlic. I don't like the garlic to be hidden. I'll tell you that right now. This is it. Let's just add that to it. Right here. You can even do some nice, perfect little slices if you want. It doesn't matter. And, of course, our olive oil drizzle. Let's get rid of that spoon. We don't need that right now. And here we go. This is the magic right here. It's my little secret in making a quick aioli. Very slowly. We don't want it to be too runny, but what's happening right now, the olive oil is actually thinning this down, but that egg and the mayonnaise is kind of working with that. So I'm not a chemist. I can't go there with you, but here we go. Does that look fantastic? Let's just set this aside. Put it in the refrigerator if you want, because we are about to start our ultimate BLTC. Bacon, lettuce, tomato, and cheese. And oh, so good cheese. I'm telling you, get ready for this. The bacon has come out of the oven. I'm getting excited now. Look at this. Does it get any better? And look at that jelly. It's kind of stuck to it right now. That hot pepper jelly. Oh, so good. All right. Focaccia bread. Hey, come on, you know me. I love my focaccia. I like crostini, I like sourdough. That's up to you also. The ultimate BLTC needs a good focaccia. Why? Because it's thicker. So look what I'm doing. And remember, we're not going to waste this at all, this bread. This will become croutons in my kitchen, I'll tell you right now. So we're just going to cut these edges off. And we'll make this, I think 2 nice sandwiches. I don't know. You can probably get 3 off of this. Plain focaccia, rosemary focaccia, cheese focaccia, even better. Put some cheese on that focaccia bread, put it back in the oven on the broiler, and you're set to go. Look how thick this is. That's what we want. Why? Because we're going to grill this, and we don't want some paper thin white bread. We need some body. We need some texture. And let's just go right down the middle here for the ultimate BLTC. It sounds almost like a race or something, We're talking about cooking here, but you got to get into it. You got to love it. I'll tell you that right now. All right. How beautiful is this? Yes, it's beautiful. Cut this in half because we'll cut it again when we make our sandwich, actually, after grilling and all. Now, fold this down here, pat some of that bread down a little bit. Some people like to take the inside out, not me, because, man, that's all our bulk. That's what we want. And look what I brought. Fig preserves. I love fig preserves. You don't have to get the fig preserves, but, being Sicilian and my family, I love figs. So it gives it an extra little flavor, of course, with the hot pepper jelly. And, of course, the aioli, it all comes together for the ultimate BLTC, believe me. Now, we're just going to spread this because what's going to happen, we're going to kind of hide it on one end. But when you go to take a bite of this, okay, that's where the magic starts to happen. When you take a bite of this, what's going to happen? You're going to have a sweet flavor from the preserves. But figs are give you a little bite, And then you're going to have the savory flavor, of course, from the arugula, because it's kind of peppery, and the aioli with that garlic in there, and everything's going to come together for the ultimate BLTC. But you know what? That cheese is going to really give it some great flavor. Now, you don't have to have the hot pepper cheese, I like Monterey. I like a little Swiss in there. If you want cheddar. Oh, this is a nice hot and spicy kind of sandwich. That's what I'm into right now with this. Okay, now our aioli. Just drizzle this right in here. And I want you now you know why I have the thicker bread. It's just kind of soaking in there. In Italy right now, everything is pistachio. So you can even chop up some pistachios. You want a little crunch? Put some pistachios in this sandwich. That's an ultimate BLTC, I'll tell you that. A little more, because see how it soaked it up? Because remember, we're going to put this onto the grill. Now, let's get ready to build this baby. Look at these tomatoes. Here you go. We don't want them too thick. Oh man, I'm getting into the center here. That's what I want. Look at that, will you? So this is our top right here, okay? Let's kind of figure out what we're going to do here. We need a little body. We need a little base to this, okay? So I think I'm going to put the tomato right here. And I'm not playing games with these tomatoes. I'm going all the way with a nice amount. Okay, now let's start with this. Do we want the lettuce? No. I want the bacon right here. Why? Because I want that cheese to melt on top of that bacon. Just fold it over here. I'm going at an angle. You can place it any way you want, you know. And yes, it's a little crispy on the edges. I don't think it gets any better. You got to get excited when you talk about food. You really got to enjoy it, and you will definitely enjoy this. Don't be shy with that bacon, you know. 5 nice pieces on the sandwich. That does me pretty well. I can go with that. Here we go. Finish this up. And then we're going to put the cheese right on top. That cheese is going to melt right into that bacon. Maybe even onto the tomatoes. Now, you can reverse it. Put the tomatoes and then have that cheese onto the tomato. That's up to you also. Oh, that looks nice, doesn't it? How easy. Come on. We're building sandwiches. But sandwiches with great flavor. And now, this cheese. Oh, yeah. Come on. This is really going to give it. And I'm not going to play games. I'm putting 2 pieces on here. I can't help myself. I like it to go on the edge like this. You see this? So it kind of melts onto the sides. Heck, we can even probably put 3 pieces of cheese on this. That's up to you. I mean, it is the ultimate BLTC, isn't it? We're not playing games here today. And some arugula. Now, you can season the arugula if you want to. A lot of people like to put a little oil on here, maybe a little salt. That's up to you. My leftover lemon, okay? Just give it a little squeeze right on top there. That's all. Doesn't look like a lot, but it's going to give it some flavor, okay? We just don't want to be dry, too dry. Just a little pinch of sea salt. I love my salt. And just a little drizzle. That's all. Nothing else to it. And let's build this. Put this right on top of this. I don't know. We may not even have to grill this. It looks so good just like this, but let's get that grill going right now. Here we go. If this isn't the ultimate BLTC, I don't know what is. Here we are. Get that grill or skillet going, heat it up, and we're on the way. And we're ready to start grilling. Look at this. Oh, I got this grill going. Come on. You ready? Yeah, can you hear it now? You may be thinking to yourself, why did he add the arugula now and not later on when you pull it out? That's up to you. We're not worried about that. I just like to look at it right here just like that. I mean, seriously, that bacon was just warm enough. It's starting to melt that cheese. We'll get some nice grill marks on here. A few minutes up there, and that's it. You may not even want to flip it over. I don't know, but kind of give it a little pat. I did drizzle a little bit of olive oil right on top of my bread. Yeah, come on. Even more flavor. And don't be embarrassed about doing that. Don't be shy. You know, you want those grill marks on there, of course. Let's look here already. Yeah, I think we're hitting it right now. I don't know. This is up to you. Do you want the grill marks on the top? You want to put a little lid on here to melt that cheese a little more? I think we're fine just as is because it's going to give it a nice crispy flavor. That cheese is melting. Those tomatoes are all coming in together with that fig preserves and that aioli to make the ultimate BLTC bacon, lettuce, tomato, and oh so delicious cheese. This is one sandwich, ultimate sandwich, that I'm proud to serve my family and friends, and I may just put on the menu. Jasper's Kitchen is brought to you by Hen House Markets in partnership with Crystal Farms.